Good morning, students. I am S. P. Gupta from Sunshine Senior Secondary School, Likhniya, Rajipur. As you know, yesterday I teach you continuity of a function at a point. So I think you understand what is the condition for continuity of a function at a point. So today I discuss some problem related with continuity of a function. So I take some questions. This is so first we take a problem. This is very important asked in CBSE board examination 2010. The question is find the value of k. Find the value of k so that the function find the value of k so that the function fx equal to k cos x divided by pi minus 2x. Fx equal to k cos x divided by pi minus 2x when x is not equal to pi by 2, and this is 3. Fx equal to 3 when x equal to pi by 2. So I take a question related with continuity of a function. This is very important question which is asked in CBSE board examination 2010. The question is find the value of k so that the function fx equal to k cos x divided by pi minus 2x if x not equal to pi by 2 and fx equal to 3 when x equal to pi by 2. So here one thing is clear. We have not to show that this function is continuous at the point x equal to pi by 2. Here in the question it is given that this function is continuous. This function is continuous. So question is not completed. Find the value of k so that the function fx equal to this is continuous at x equal to pi by 2. The question is find the value of a constant quantity k so that fx equal to k cos x divided by pi minus 2x if or when x not equal to pi by 2 and fx equal to 3 when x equal to pi by 2 is continuous at a point x equal to pi by 2. So students, here in this question it is given that this function is continuous. We not have to prove this function to be continuous. It is already given that this function is continuous. Then we have to find out the value of k. So let us proceed. Solution. Yesterday I teach you when a function is continuous at a point, then you know that it is continuous from the right hand limit and left hand limit. So in the question it is given that this function is continuous at the point x equal to pi by 2. Since fx is continuous at x equal to pi by 2. It is given in the question. You see function is continuous. So fx is continuous at x equal to pi by 2. Here one thing is clear. If this function is continuous, then this implies what if information is clear. Fx is continuous, so it is continuous, then this function is continuous from the left hand side and right hand side. So we take any one. Limit x tends to pi by 2 minus of fx equal to f pi by 2. Students, आप देख रहे हैं इन द क्वेश्चन fx इज कॉन्टिन्यूअस. सो हमने जब ये फंक्शन कॉन्टिन्यूअस है तो कल हमने आपको डिस्क्राइब किया था कि इफ एनी फंक्शन इज कॉन्टिन्यूअस एट ए पॉइंट then it is continuous from both the limit. So here it is clear that if it is continuous, then it is continuous from left hand limit also. So we take the condition limit x tends to pi by 2 minus fx equal to f pi by 2. This is the functional value at the pi by 2 and this is the limiting value of the function at the point x equal to pi by 2. Left hand limit. You also take right hand limit. So let us proceed. This implies definition of left hand limit. Limit x tends to 0 f pi by 2 minus fx. This can be written as f pi by 2 minus x. If we take here limit x tends to pi by 2 plus fx means right hand limit, then we write limit x tends to 0 f pi by 2 plus yes. Here you look pi by 2 minus fx, then we write limit x tends to 0 f pi by 2 minus s. If we write right hand limit x tends to pi by 2 plus fx, then we write limit x tends to 0 f pi by 2 plus s. And this is equal to f pi by 2. So in the question you see f x equal to 3 when x equal to pi by 2. Fx is equal to 3. In the question it is given that fx equal to 3 when x equal to pi by 2. फंक्शन डिफाइंड है, fx की वैल्यू 3 गिवन है when x की वैल्यू pi by 2 है. सो इस पे आप ऑपरेट कर सकते हैं. x के प्लेस पे pi by 2, in the place x we write pi by 2 in the left hand side. So also we write pi by 2 in the right hand side. Get 3, here x is absent, so no value. Therefore f pi by 2 equal to, so functional value at the point pi by 2 is 3. Now in the question it is clear when x is not equal to pi by 2. X is not equal to pi by 2 means x greater than pi by 2 and x less than pi by 2. So here x tends to pi by 2 minus means x is less than pi by 2. So we take fx equal to k cos x divided by pi minus 2x. So this is equal to limit x tends to 0. Here fx equal to k cos x by pi minus 2x when x is less than pi by 2 and also greater than pi by 2, because this function is defined only for when x not equal to pi by 2. X not equal to pi by 2 means x greater than pi by 2 and x less than pi by 2 both. Therefore f pi by 2 minus h, the value of f pi by 2 minus h equal to k. Left hand side we put x equal to pi by 2 minus s, then right hand side we also put pi by 2 minus s in the place of x. We get k cos pi by 2 minus h divide by pi minus 2 pi by 2 minus h. So we write this value k cos pi by 2 minus h divide by pi minus 2 pi by 2 minus s, and this is equal to 3. So this implies limit s tends to 0. Limit s tends to 0. K, you know, cos pi by 2 minus h. Cos pi by 2 minus theta is equal to sin theta. In the previous classes, you know cos pi by 2 minus theta equal to sin theta. Similarly, cos pi by 2 minus h becomes sin h. Divide by, here you saw pi minus 2 into pi by 2 minus operating in this bracket, you get here plus sin 2h, and this is equal to 2a to cancel. So this implies limit s tends to 0, k sin h, k sin h divide by pi minus pi plus 2h equal to 3. Here plus pi and minus pi are cancelled to each other. So next step, we get limit s tends to 0, k sin h divide by 2h equal to 3. So now we get next step, k and 2. This and this are constant quantity. Why we identify this as constant quantity? Our limiting value tends s tends to 0. Limit depend on s. So k and 2, free on the limit. So we take outside k by 2. Limit s tends to 0. Sin h by h equal to, in the previous limit section class, we studied about the result limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta is equal to 1. This is clear result. Limit theta tends to 0, sin theta by theta is equal to 1. So here this is same result. Limit s tends to 0, sin h by h. So we get this value. We get this value 1. So this implies k by 2 into 1. Using this result, limit s tends to 0, sin h by s is also equal to 1, and this is equal to 3. So next you get the final value of k. This is equal to 3 into 2 equal to 6. This is your answer. So I think you understand this problem very easily. If you concentrate and try to understand this type question, then I think there are no problems to understanding this type questions. देखिए, इस फंक्शन कंटिन्यूटी वाले क्वेश्चन में आपको सिर्फ कुछ चीजों को क्लियर करना है। वो है क्या? आपके माइंड में ये बात क्लियर होनी चाहिए कि इफ ए फंक्शन इज कंटिन्यूअस एट ए पॉइंट, if a function is continuous at a point, then the information is here कि it is continuous from left hand limit and also right hand limit. So in these two cases we apply any one, or in the rare cases दोनों भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं किसी एक को। जैसा कि यहाँ पे आप लोगों ने देखा कि मैंने किसी एक कंडीशन को, वो कंडीशन क्या थी कि अगर ये फंक्शन कॉन्टिन्यूअस है, क्वेश्चन में क्लियर गिवन था क्वेश्चन फंक्शन इज कॉन्टिन्यूअस। सो जब ये फंक्शन कॉन्टिन्यूअस है तो दिस मीन्स इट इज कॉन्टिन्यूअस फ्रॉम लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट। सो मैंने इसको लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट से कॉन्टिन्यूअस की जो कंडीशन इस पे अप्लाई कर दिया। अगर कोई स्टूडेंट्स इसको राइट हैंड लिमिट पे भी कंटिन्यूटी की कंडीशन पे अप्लाई करेगा तो भी उसका आंसर यही आएगा, आप चेक कर सकते हैं। सो नेक्स्ट वी टेक another very important questions which is asked in CBSE board examinations. So students, I take next question. The question is, next question, this is most important question asked in CBSE board examinations 2012, 11, 12 and also 10. So this question is very important question asked in CBSE board examination. So the question is, if fx equal to 3ax plus b, fx equal to 3ax plus b when x is greater than 1 and it is 11 when x equal to 1 and fx equal to 5 ax minus 2b when x less than is continuous at x equal to 1, then find the value of a and b. Students, this question is very important, asked in CBSE board examinations many times. The question is, if fx equal to 3ax plus b, x greater than 1 and fx equal to 11 when x equal to 1, fx equal to 5x minus 2b when x less than 1. This function is continuous at the point x equal to 1, then we have to find the value of a and b. So there are two constants are given in this questions and function is continuous at a point and our work is find the value of constant quantity a and b. So let us proceed. Solve. Since f means this function, since f is continuous. Students, there are no doubt here in the question it is given that this function is continuous at the point x equal to 1. So we write since f is continuous at x equal to 1. F is continuous at the point x equal to 1. It is given in the question. Then we have to find out the value of two constant quantity which is given in this question is a and b. So हमें टू कांस्टेंट क्वांटिटी ए और बी की वैल्यू को फाइंड आउट करना। क्वेश्चन में क्लियर कट गिवन है कि फंक्शन हमारा कंटिन्यूअस है, तो हमें कांस्टेंट क्वांटिटी ए और बी की वैल्यू को फाइंड आउट करना है। आपको कल प्रीवियस क्लासेस में बताया गया कि इफ एनी फंक्शन इज कंटिन्यूअस एट ए पॉइंट देन इट इज कंटिन्यूअस फ्रॉम द लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट एंड आल्सो कंटिन्यूअस फ्रॉम द राइट हैंड लिमिट। सो हियर two constant quantity are involved in this function, so we apply two cases. First, f is continuous at the point x equal to 1, then it is continuous from the left hand limit, and also f is continuous at the point x equal to 1, then it is also continuous from the right hand limit. So first we take the condition f is continuous from the left hand limit. First and second there are no confusion of पहले right को भी ले सकते हैं, left को भी ले सकते हैं, as you wish. So first we take f is continuous from the left hand. So here we write f is continuous at the point x equal to 1, then limit x tends to 1 minus of fx equal to f1. Here this thing is clear. Since in the question it is given f is continuous at the point x equal to 1, so हमने आपको बताया कि अगर फंक्शन कंटिन्यूअस है किसी पॉइंट के ऊपर तो वो लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट से भी कंटिन्यूअस होगा, राइट हैंड लिमिट से भी कंटिन्यूअस होगा। सो हमने पहले लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट से कंटिन्यूटी की जो कंडीशंस है उसको अप्लाई कर दिया है कि लिमिट x टेंड्स टू 1 माइनस fx इक्वल टू f1। राइट हैंड लिमिट से कंटिन्यूटी की कंडीशन क्या बन सकती है? लिमिट x टेंड्स टू 1 प्लस fx इक्वल टू f1 बनेगा। सो सबसे पहले हम लेफ्ट हैंड को लेके कंडीशन अप्लाई कर दिए हैं, इससे देखते हैं क्या कंडीशन आती है। तो प्रोसीड। दिस इंप्लाइज, देखिए इसके बाद जो मैं स्टेप राइट कर रहा हूं वो स्टेप कहां से आ रहा है? अगर किसी स्टूडेंट्स को ये कंफ्यूजन होगा तो लिमिट के टॉपिक में लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट और राइट हैंड लिमिट की डेफिनेशन बताई गई है। वो डेफिनेशन मैं यहाँ पे डिस्क्राइब कर रहा हूँ वो यही है कि लिमिट 1 माइनस है, तो आप इसको लिख सकते हैं h टेंड्स टू 0 1 माइनस, तो ये आपका फंक्शन बनेगा 1 माइनस h। If we write limit x tends to 1 plus fx according to the definition of right hand limit, so we write limit x tends to 0 f1 plus this thing, the definition of left hand limit. And if we write limit x tends to 1 plus fx, then we write limit x tends to 0 f1 plus s. This is the definition of right hand limit, and this is equal to f1. So here in the function you see x is less than 1. So it is clear that when x is less than 1, then our function defined as fx equal to 5x minus b. Fx equal to 5ax minus 2b. fx की वैल्यू 5x minus 2b. It is given only for x is less than, जैसा मैं आपको कल से बता रहा हूं, this is oscillatory function. Why this is called oscillatory function? This is called oscillatory function because it is defined for different value of x in different way. So fx equal to 5x minus 2b when x less than 1. So we apply the condition to find the value of f1 minus h. f1 minus h. In the place of x, we put 1 minus h in the left hand side. So right hand side, we also put 1 minus h in the place of x. So put 5a 1 minus h minus 2. We get 5a multiply minus 5a minus 2. So we directly write this value. This is equal to limit h tends to 0. We write 5a minus 5ah minus 2b equal to, what is the value of f1? Here in the question it is clear that fx equal to 11. Fx equal to 11 when x equal to 1. x इक्वल टू 1 पे फंक्शन डिफाइंड है fx की वैल्यू 11 जो कि कांस्टेंट फंक्शन है. So if we put x equal to 1 in the left hand side, so right hand side also we put x equal to 1, but you see that in the right hand side x is absent, so we get only 11. So value of f1 equal to 11. So here we write value of f1 is 11. We operate h tends to 0. So here you see that first term h is absent, last term h is also absent. When h tends to 0, then middle term is 0. So this implies 5a minus 0 minus 2b equal to 11. We get an equation 5a minus 2b equal to 11. This equation is 1. So students, आपने लिखा कि if f is continuous at x equal to 1, then we take a condition it is continuous from the left hand side, left hand limit. So we apply the condition of left hand limit of the continuity. We get an equation which is 5a minus 2b equal to 11. So next we also take another condition. F is continuous at x equal to 1, then it is also continuous from the right hand limit. So we proceed. F is continuous, then it is also continuous from the right hand limit. Since f is continuous at x equal to 1, then limit x tends to 1 plus of f. We take condition of continuity from right hand limit. Limit x tends to 1 plus of fx equal to f1. This implies limit h tends to 0. Definition of right hand limit f1 plus h. This is the definition of right hand limit, and in the previous section we described the definition of left hand limit. So limit h tends to 0, f1 plus h. And value of f1 is here 11. Now here it is clear that fx equal to 3ax plus b when x greater than 1. Here our value is x tends to 1 plus, means greater than 1. So now when x greater than 1, 1 plus means greater than 1. When x greater than 1, then fx is equal to 3ax plus b. In the question it is given already when x is greater than 1, fx equal to 3ax plus b. There are no confusion. Here clearly given that when x is greater than 1, then fx equal to 3ax plus b. Therefore, we have to find the value of f1 plus s. So we proceed f1 plus s. We put in the place of x 1 plus s in the left hand side. So also we put in the place of x 1 plus s in the right hand side. We get 3 1 plus s plus b. This implies f1 plus s equal to 3a multiplying 3a plus 3ax plus b. So students, here it is clear that the value of f1 plus s is equal to 3a plus 3as plus b. So in this step we directly write the value of f1 plus s equal to 3a plus 3as plus b. This implies limit s tends to 0, 3a plus 3ax plus b value of f1 plus s equal to f1 की value 11. When s tends to 0, we get limiting value. This implies 3a plus 3a into 0. In the place of this we put 0 plus b equal to 11. So we get another equation involving two unknown quantity a and b, which is 3a plus b equal to 11. This is equation number 2. So students, here we get two equations. First equation is 5a minus 2b equal to 11, and second equation is 3a plus b equal to 11. So we solve these two equations. 5a minus 2b equal to 11. This is equation number 1. So here you see that both sides of the equation are 11 and 11. So you know, if the right hand side of both equations are equal, then it is clear that its left hand side are also equal. So we get 3a plus b equal to 5a minus 2. This implies a वाले टर्म्स को एक साइड पे, b वाले टर्म्स को अदर साइड कर देंगे. तो b प्लस 2b ट्रांसफर माइनस 2b को लेफ्ट साइड में ट्रांसफर किया जाएगा. 5a माइनस 3a. दिस इंप्लाइज b प्लस 2b 3b 5a minus 3a. This is 2a. So here we get a relation 2a equal to 3b. This implies a equal to 3 by 2b. So students, you see that if our function is continuous, then we apply the condition of continuity from both the limit left hand side and right hand side. And after this we get two equation. First equation 5a minus 2b equal to 11. Second equation is 3a plus b equal to 11. And after this we solve these two equations, we get a equal to 3 by 2b. So here we not get a complete value of a and b, we get a ratio value of a and b. So next we take another questions. So students, next we take another question. One more important questions. Very important questions. CBSE board examination 2011 asked. Find the value of A. Find the value of A for which. Find the value of A for which fx is defined by fx is defined by fx equal to a sin pi by 2 1 plus x when x is less than or equal to 0 and tan x minus sin x divided by x cube x is greater than 0 is continuous at x equal to 0. So students, this is very important questions which is asked in CBSE board examination 2011. Find the value of A. Find the value of a constant quantity A for which this function, which is defined by fx equal to a sin pi by 2 1 plus x, x is less than or equal to 0 and fx equal to tan x minus sin x divided by x cube, x is greater than 0, is continuous at the point x equal to 0. So same style question. So you solve to try to understand. Since f is continuous at x equal to, in the question it is given that this function is continuous at the point x equal to 0. So here one constant value we have to find out, only a. So we take any one, continuity from the left hand side or continuity from the right hand side. So this implies limit x tends to 0, 0 plus लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट से चलेंगे, लिमिट x टेंड्स टू 0 माइनस, पॉइंट्स भी केयर करना जरूरी है. पॉइंट्स हमारा दिया गया x इक्वल टू 0, प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन में पॉइंट था x इक्वल टू पाई बाई 2. तो f is continuous at the point x equal to 0 This implies limit x tends to 0 plus of fx equal to f0 फंक्शनल वैल्यू। राइट हैंड लिमिट की फंक्शनल वैल्यू इक्वल होनी चाहिए तो फंक्शन हमारा कंटिन्यूअस होगा। लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिटिंग वैल्यू फंक्शनल वैल्यू की इक्वल होगी तो हमारा फंक्शन कंटिन्यूअस होगा। तो हमने इसमें एक कंडीशन अप्लाई कर दिया है कि f is continuous at the point x equal to 0. So this statement implies that f is continuous from the right hand limit. So we take the condition of right hand limit, limit x tends to 0 plus f x equal to f0. Next we proceed next step, limit s tends to 0 at 0 plus h. As you see in the previous question, pi by 2 plus, we write pi by 2 plus h. Here limit x tends to 0 plus, so h tends to 0 तो होगा ही। यहाँ पे कंडीशन चेंज होगी, f 0 plus h, यहाँ पे जो पॉइंट होगा वो प्लस h, लेफ्ट लिमिट में वो माइनस h। इस टाइप की जो डेफिनेशन है हमारी राइट लिमिट और लेफ्ट लिमिट की है। सो यू कैन f0, व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ f0? So here you see function is defined fx equal to a sin pi by 2 1 plus x, x less than or equal to 0. In the question function is defined as fx equal to a sin pi by 2 1 plus x when x लेस देन 0, जब x की वैल्यू 0 से लेस है तो भी ये फंक्शन है, जब x की वैल्यू 0 की इक्वल है तो भी ये फंक्शन f(x) इक्वल टू a sin pi by 2 1 plus x डिफाइंड है। तो when x इक्वल टू 0 then f(x) is equal to a sin pi by 2 1 plus x. Therefore we take the value of f0. Why? Put x equal to 0 in the left hand side as well as the right hand side. We get a sin pi by 2 1 plus 0. f0 equal to a sin pi by 2. This is equal to a sin pi by 2 की value 1. So here we get value of f0 a. So we write f0 equal to a. Next, limit s tends to 0 at 0 plus h. When x is greater than 0, then our function is defined as this type, fx equal to tan x minus sin x divided by x cube. When x is greater than 0, then fx is equal to tan x minus sin x divided by x. So in the question it is given that when x is greater than 0, then our function is defined as tan x minus sin x by x cube. So here we have to find out the value of f0 plus x. This functional value is obtained only for the condition when x is greater than 0. So we operate f0 plus s means in the place of x we put 0 plus s. So right hand side also we put 0 plus s in the place of x. Tan 0 plus x minus sin 0 plus x divided by 0 plus x is 4. You obtain tan h minus sin h by x. So here we write tan h minus sin h by h2 equal to दिस implies लिमिट एज टेंस टू, स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पे हमें जो लिमिट दिख रही है, लिमिट एज टेंस टू 0 tan h minus sin h by h2 इक्वल टू, आपको अब प्रीवियस क्लास में लिमिट के बारे में पढ़ाया है, तो लिमिटिंग वैल्यू कैसे ऑब्टेन करनी है उसके बारे में समझाऊंगा। यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं कि व्हेन h टेंस टू 0 आप फॉर्म चेक करेंगे, फॉर्म आपका आएगा tan 0 minus sin 0, tan 0 की वैल्यू 0, sin 0 की वैल्यू 0, सो न्यूमरेटर 0 एंड 0 क्यूब 0, so this is the form of 0 by 0। अब इसको हम थोड़ा सेट करते हैं, tan h को राइट करेंगे sin h by cos, sin h को sin h ही राइट कर देते हैं, टोटल बाई h2 इक्वल टू, we take common sin h from these two terms, so we get limit as tends to 0, sin h should be taken common, so we get 1 by cos h minus 1 total divided by h2 equal to 8. This can be written as limit h tends to 0 sin h by h. Here as power 3 we take 1 power here, sin h by h. Next limit h tends to 0, solve करते इस ब्रैकेट को, 1 minus cos h by cos h, s की एक पावर मैंने यहाँ एडजस्ट कर दी है, तो s की पावर टू h स्क्वायर इंटू h स्क्वायर इक्वल टू, so this implies, so you understand what is the value of this limit, limit h tends to 0 sin h by s, this is 1 into limit h tends to 0 1 minus cos h, this can be written as 2 sin square h by 2, 1 minus cos h is equal to 2 sin square h by 2, h square limit h tends to 0 1 by cos h। लिमिट्स को आप टर्म्स के ऊपर जगह जगह ऑपरेट कर सकते हैं, जैसा कि हम ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं, देखिए cos h, लिमिट h tends to 0 1 by cos h, we get finite value 1 by cos 0, cos 0 की वैल्यू 1 होती है, so here not undefined portion, this is equal to 1, so this implies this is 1, limit h tends to 0 2 should be taken outside, sin स्क्वायर h by 2, यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं ये sin h by 2 का होल स्क्वायर है, यहाँ पे हमें sin h by 2 का होल स्क्वायर बनाना होगा, उसके लिए h स्क्वायर by 4 into 2, there are no effective terms, into 1 equal to 8, this implies ये 2 to the 4 कैंसिल हो गया आपका, ये बेटा 1 by 2 लिमिट h tends to 0 sin h by 2 डिवाइडेड बाई, यदि h by 2 का होल स्क्वायर है तो h by 2 इसको ब्रैकेट, इसको टोटल ब्रैकेट में लगा के ऐसे एडजस्ट कर सकते हैं। ये आपका टर्म कौन सा, लिमिट h tends to 0 sin स्क्वायर h by 2 मींस sin h by 2 का होल स्क्वायर, और यहाँ पे तो कैंसिल हुआ, 2 2 या 4 2 लिमिट आउटसाइड राइट कर दिया है, ये h स्क्वायर बाई 4 है, इसको हम h by 2 का होल स्क्वायर एक भी ब्रैकेटिंग कर दिया है, दिस इज इक्वल टू a, so lost we get 1 by 2, you understand, limit h tends to 0 sin theta by theta square, so sin theta by theta this value is 1, so 1 square equal to a, so at last you get 1 by 2 equal to a, so this is the value of a which is obtained, a equal to 1 by 2. So this question is very important, I think you try to understand the solution of these questions. Students, कंटिन्यूटी आपके फंक्शन में आपको घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्वेश्चंस को क्लियरली रीड करिए, क्या गिवन है, गिवन था क्वेश्चन हमारा कंटिन्यूअस था किसी पॉइंट्स के ऊपर, और उसमें एक अननोन क्वांटिटी की वैल्यू निकालनी थी, सो हम उसमें दो कंडीशन अप्लाई कर सकते हैं कि वो फंक्शन राइट हैंड लिमिट से भी कंटिन्यूअस हो सकता है, लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट से भी कंटिन्यूअस हो सकता है, सो हम उसमें से किसी एक कंडीशन को अप्लाई करेंगे और उसके अकॉर्डिंग अपने स्टेप बनाएंगे और अगर आप करेक्टली स्टेप फॉलो करते हैं तो एट लास्ट आप उस कांस्टेंट की वैल्यू प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। सो दैट्स ऑल टुडे के लिए। आज इसको रिवाइज करिएगा क्वांटिटेटिव फंक्शन में। नेक्स्ट डे हम इसके रिलेटेड कुछ और इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन बताएंगे।